got a good one today. Didn't I tell you? So let's start this off the way we got to say Diddy ass is cooked again. So let's kick this bitch off. The thoughts, views, and opinions shared on the Flow Show No Filter are for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a professional. I'm just good. Double up. I had to double up for today's show. It's happy motherfucking hump day, everybody. Diddy's favorite day of the week, I'm sure. Mr. Freak Off himself. Today is one of my favorite episodes. Good morning, everybody in the chat. We got Felix in the building. Roll call. Elise, Jennifer, Shauna. I saw Nadreema. And Nadreema said she finally made it for the start. Everybody, I put the subscription link in there. We're 7 away from our goal this week. Let's step it up, y'all. Let's get these subscriptions in here. Y'all know your boy work hard as hell. $3. Or if you could get more, that's even better. But I think I'm worth $3, y'all. Especially after the day, especially what we got coming up. And I know the other day they were asking me to put the Shauna asked me to put the subscription link in the chat. And if you see it, it's in the chat. Y'all, this the episode where I get to say, oh, thank you, Shauna. I appreciate Shauna. Shauna says she just got a subscription, so I'm going to have to announce her just like everybody else. I know you a OG member, but I'm going to announce you when I do the subscribers of the day. I appreciate that, Shauna. Megan, we in here deep. I appreciate it, y'all. And guess what? Didn't I tell y'all? I ain't even going to bullshit around with y'all today. I'm going to get right into it. Because this one of them episodes, you know, when you get to say I told you so. Y'all, I ain't coming in ranting. I ain't got no story. We getting straight to this. If I got a story, if I got time at the end, I'll rant about some shit. But didn't I tell y'all yesterday that after the Super Bowl, it was gonna be some big news coming for Diddy yesterday? Didn't I tell you? I said I guarantee. Now that Jay-Z mess, that was. I told y'all from other sources saying it was coming before the Super Bowl. Matter of fact, that was Tisa Tales. I told y'all that was her. But yesterday, when I told y'all something big was coming, or it might have been Monday or Tuesday, I told y'all, I guaranteed y'all something big was coming this week. You know, Flo got them sources. And when Flo, I ain't tell you nobody else said, I told you, I was telling you something big was coming this week. And damn it, didn't it come? Listen to this headline, y'all. Diddy is, I can't wait. I gotta get into it. This is crazy, but hey, I told y'all the big news was coming. And here it is. I'm gonna just start with the headline for y'all. Headline reads, and this is from last night. Breaking motherfucking news. Exclusive. Courtesy of allhiphop.com. Diddy ordered to court to face new allegations in the RICO case. Y'all know you had that March date. It was March 17th. Well, the judge moved that shit up 3 days. It's getting serious, y'all. And I don't like to be the one to say I told y'all so, but y'all know me by now. Y'all know Flo don't miss. I told y'all that they were sitting back. It was too much going on with the Super Bowl. They wanted to let that Super Bowl shit get out the way so they could get busy. And damn it, I didn't know it was going to come this soon. I told you it was gonna come this week. I thought they might wait till about Friday. They brought that shit out on Taco Tuesday. They was eating a taco when the feds was eating a taco when they sent this news in. They said, hold on, I got some news for y'all. Let me finish this shrimp taco. And we about to get into it. So they moved the date from the March 17th for Diddy to go up and face the new allegations on this RICO case. They moved it up from March 17th. Remember I told you it was different dates being thrown out? Well, now I see why it was different dates being thrown out, because they were moving it around. So now it's March 14th. And let's just get into it. It says here, Diddy's past is catching up to him. So they're saying that this is a major escalation in this federal RICO case. So they said Diddy's past is catching up to him faster than he can handle. New charges, new witnesses, and a judge who ain't playing and ain't waiting. It goes on to say the embattled music mogul has been ordered to appear in court on March 14th, 2025, for arraignment on new allegations in a superseding indictment tied to his ongoing federal RICO case. I tried to tell motherfuckers that they are not playing. This ain't the back in the day Diddy that you thinking of that could get away with murder. This the 2024, 2025 post Cat Williams interview Diddy. They not playing. Now federal, it goes on to say the hearing initially set for March 17th has been moved up 3 days by United States District Judge Aaron Subramanian. They have flight records, witnesses. Listen to this shit, y'all. Federal prosecutors have expanded the case against Diddy, aka Mohawk Diddy, aka the Diddler, aka the Diddy Monster. They are piling on fresh allegations that could further detail his alleged role in a vast criminal enterprise. Indictment after indictment after indictment. If there are still people out there that still say, Diddy gonna beat this, or Diddy got too much money to go down, I think it's time for y'all to wake up. These feds ain't playing. Let's go on. The superseding indictment reportedly outlines additional acts of sex trafficking, arson, prostitution, facilitation, conspiracy, and racketeering. Y'all, I never even heard of prostitution, facilitation, conspiracy. But that shit sound like it carry a lot of years behind it. It don't sound like littering, do it? Let's go on. Adding even more weight to a case that already has him locked up at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. Diddy's legal team fought to secure his release by offering a $50 million bail package, which included 24-hour armed security and pre-approved visitor lists. But multiple judges shut that idea down. As y'all know, we covered that at great length. They were citing concerns over witness tampering and community safety. And can you blame them? Diddy allegedly blew up Kid Cudi's truck. because he was talking to Cassie. That sounds like somebody that might witness tamper. Also, if you listen to Wendy Williams, she talked about back in the day when she called out Diddy, back when his name was Puff. And Diddy sent, allegedly, Total, which was his R&B singing group at that time. He sent Total to put hands on Wendy Williams. This is all alleged, but if we know about Diddy, there is a ton of stories like this. So, of course, they are scared of witness tampering. Diddy was, if you remember, we covered it on this podcast. Diddy was, when he was trying to get bail, was witness tampering and being a fucking, just getting on everybody's nerves. Sit your ass down, Diddy, and wait till your court date. He in there sending payments and paying people to say good stuff about him and using phones he had no business using and calling people he had no business calling. This was all after he was arrested. So of course, the damn they ain't letting you out when you in there acting like that. They know what you're gonna do on the outside. But now we get into the meat of this shit. We ain't even got to the meat of this RICO allegation. March 14th. Mark your calendars, by the way, too. We less than a month away because, February is a short month. So we I think probably literally 30 days away from this. 30 days go by a snap of the finger. Check this out. The article goes on. Sources close to the investigation claim the government has over 50 witnesses. And these witnesses ain't just regular people on the street either. You have top music executives who are willing to tell everything they know about what the Diddler been doing. And as a matter of fact, on my subscription-only content, I'm doing a deep dive and I'm laying out the whole flow chart of who these witnesses potentially are, and pretty much I kind of know who they are. See, the difference between me and a lot of people that cover this Diddy stuff, first of all, I came up in the culture, so I've been following and knowing these Diddy stories forever. You could check my receipts. I was an artist on tour in 04, 05, and 06. I just say, when it came to that weird shit, I was like, no way. But not only that, I've been covering the Diddy stuff since before even people thought Diddy would be held accountable. So there's a lot of information I have that a lot of people covering this case don't have because they just start covering it, in the last 6 months. If you've been following me, Nadreema is one of my TikToker, which it all started in TikTok. I have to give TikTok the credit where credit is due, even though they banned me. But TikTok is what blew me up. But Nadreema tell you, I was the first big platform that even covered the Diddy when Cassie accused him. See, if I take you back real quick before we finish this, before I get into the meat of this article, a lot of people think about it. They were like, ain't nothing gonna happen to Diddy. This is just a publicity stunt. See, remember at this time, Diddy was untouchable. But see, I had inside information. I know lawyers that are involved in this shit, because I was doing separate business with those same lawyers, with issues I had going on people that I was getting some act right to, the legal way. And so I knew that it was real. So I covered it. And it was people, because I don't cover gossip shit. So it was people that were like, Flo, why you covering that Cassie Diddy mess? And ain't nothing happening to Diddy. That's just a money grab. That's just for publicity. That's just for clout. And within 24 hours after I posted it, Diddy settled for like 50 million. This was back in September 2023. Yep. I believe it was 2023. I believe it's end of 2023. I was on it then. And so I covered every nook and cranny of this fucking case from that moment. So there's like 3 to 4 months worth of shit that most people who just jumped on board later, they don't know nothing about. So I could recall and go back and come and say, this record executive for Warner Brothers, they already sent out letters to the feds, to the government saying, hey, we will tell whatever we need to tell. A lot of people don't know that because they wasn't covering the case then. So I'll be dropping that on the subscription only content. I'm gonna break all this shit down now that they coming with the official superseding March 14th emergency court date. So check it out. Out of those 50 witnesses, there are a lot of witnesses that y'all gonna know. These are famous witnesses. These ain't just regular people. I mean, they do have some regular witnesses, but there are a lot of famous witnesses. That's why this is the trial of the year. Guess what else they have, y'all? These motherfuckers got flight records. So what are they trying to imply with the flight records? Are the flight records going to show that he trafficked in and out women? What is the significance of these flight records? They have surveillance footage. Remember when I told y'all that people were like, the people that were saying, there's not enough, where's the evidence? There's not enough evidence. What else they were saying? This is just, it's nothing wrong with grown people having sex. And I said to y'all, I said, what people don't realize is the fucking trial hasn't even started yet. This stuff that y'all hearing that is quote unquote evidence, this is fluff stuff to the feds. This is the stuff they don't mind having out. But if you think this is all the damn evidence, you need to just sit back and wait till this damn trial start. They got hella evidence. They got jaw-dropping evidence. This evidence that we've been talking about for the past few months and these accusations, this is just the tip of the fucking iceberg. Wait till this trial start. Look at this March 14th superseding indictments. We got 50 witnesses. We got flight records. We got surveillance footage. And they go on to say, and additional corroborating evidence supporting the new charges. They're not playing, y'all. They're not playing. And so anybody that thinks that they're going to put out all their evidence now is don't know how the system go. This stuff we hearing, as bad as it is, this just the stuff that they don't mind putting out. But as you can see, they got all type of evidence coming. Now it goes on to say Diddy's legal team isn't just fighting the charges, they are going to war over how the case is handled. This is another thing that doesn't look good for Diddy. You know why I say that? When your attorney is spending more time trying to dispute how the case is being handled, 9 times out of 10, they know you guilty. Because we can't prove your innocence, even though we don't have to prove innocence. But if you're trying to beat a case, you better prove you innocent. But they're not trying to prove, they're not spending a lot of time trying to prove he innocent. They're spending a lot of time trying to dispute how the case is being handled. Like I said, to me, that tells you, your client is guilty as fuck, because you don't want to talk about the evidence. You want to talk about how the evidence is being handled and hope that you have a leg to stand on. Now, article goes on to say his attorneys are pushing back hard against federal prosecutors, calling the case against him sexist. They're calling this case sexist. And they think that's going to do it. So Diddy paying all this money, and this is what his attorneys are bringing. His attorneys are bringing a fly swatter to a gunfight. talking about this is sexist. Hey, Angela, come on in. Everybody say hi to Angela. This is the Breakfast Crew. Come in, grab your Floppuccino, have a seat, and everybody welcome her to the group. But now, while insisting that any sexual encounters in question were entirely consensual, they also argue that the so-called evidence, including video footage, prosecutors have cited doesn't show anything criminal. Instead, they claim the videos show adults engaging in consensual acts with no signs of violence, coercion, threats, or manipulations. If I was Diddy, I will fire them motherfuckers. Diddy, you paying them for, they just taking your money, Diddy. Even though you guilty, it's probably not much they can do because there's so much evidence. But your ass is locked up. They got this footage. They got Cassie. They locked you up. They won't even let your ass out. And you offering $50 million, right? You offering $50 million. They still won't let you out. And you gonna sit up here and think that the attorneys that's getting paid all these big bucks, you think them calling the trial sexist and just saying that, hey, that stuff you seeing on video is just consensual sex. If it was consensual sex, Diddy, your ass wouldn't be locked up and can't even get out for $50 million and put your whole house and family up. So if this is what y'all working on, is this what I'm paying y'all? I would cut their ass loose. But like I said, they probably don't have much. What it tells me is they don't have much to say. They don't have much to stand on. It almost appears that they're going to just take Diddy's money, going through this trial, and they know he about to get about 25 years because they're not playing. And you know what this reminds me of? And I'm going to break down there are 40, let me pull it up so I can give you the right number. We're going to talk about, there's a list. There are 43 civil lawsuits ongoing for Diddy since this happened, right? And I'm going through and check out and cherry pick a couple of them and let you know that the ones that may be tied to this superseding indictment. But before I go into that, this is what this reminds me of. And I said this from the beginning. This reminds me of the R. Kelly situation. And if you were around for the whole entire how the R. Kelly thing came full circle, you're going to understand what I'm talking about. If you didn't follow the whole R. Kelly situation, and I'm talking about from the year basically 2000 to when he was eventually locked up in prison. If you ain't been following since back then, sit back and listen to this real quick, because this is the same situation. History repeats itself. And to those who say they don't, to those that say they still don't think nothing gonna happen to Diddy, you ain't been following the history of how this shit works. And the tea leaves that are showing you this is different. They not letting Diddy go for shit. Listen to this. So R. Kelly, it was similar. If y'all remember back in 2000, this was before all this social media and video and content and all that. If y'all remember, it was some nasty content that was put out that leaked from R. Kelly. And in this nasty content, it showed him engaging in sexual relations with a 1 4-year-old. 1 and a 4 makes what? A 1 4-year-old, right? A 1 4. Okay. Now, in this trifling footage, R. Kelly peed on the young lady. Disrespect. It was crazy. This was like around 2000. When this was on tapes and shit too. That's how long ago this was. And I was in college. and everybody in my college, I went to Wilberforce University, a black college, HBCU. Everybody on campus was watching this shit, and we couldn't believe that. First of all, we never seen no celebrity fucking. And secondly, a young girl, and then you peeing and stuff on her, right? Stay with me, because I'm about to show you how this all ties in with the diddler and what he going through, and how it will tell you what his fate is. Now, when that happened, R. Kelly was at the height of his career. I Believe I Can Fly, all kind of shit. He was rocking stadiums, singing, writing songs for Michael Jackson, all kind of stuff. But not knowing how much the elites had control of shit, we all thought that, oh, make sure y'all liking the live. We all liking the live and sharing the live. We all thought that, oh shit, he on camera, it's a minor, he going down, right? To our surprise, they kicked that shit up under the rug. Nothing happened to R. Kelly. I mean, it was a little bad press for a second. You know, people was turned off. But back then, you know, it was the machine. It wasn't like we had now where everybody has a voice. So the corporate media, people like Oprah and all the people who ran the media buried that case. And R. Kelly went on to make more money, rock more shows. He did Best of Both Worlds with Jay-Z and all type of shit. And we were like, damn, right? So then let's fast forward maybe 10 plus years. Here come the wave again about R. Kelly, the Predator, and this and that. Now, since we saw before that with all that evidence, R. Kelly came out scot-free. So we were like, when it came back around and there were more allegations of young women and this and that, we were like, oh, ain't nothing about to happen to him. Next thing we know, allegation after allegation after allegation. They start piling on like an avalanche. But we still thought from before, he got out of it before with camera evidence. So we like, oh, he all right. Next thing we know, they indict him. Then next thing you know, he got indictments all over the place. He got people suing, kind of just like this Diddy shit. And all of us who thought, ain't nothing gonna happen to R. Kelly. He too famous, got too much money. Plus, they didn't arrest him or nothing happened to him when they had evidence, right? Next thing we know, R. Kelly's ass locked up for damn near life. Same exact shit is happening to Diddy. And to those that don't pay attention to what has happened in the past, which will tell you what's happening in the future or can help you guess what's going to happen in the future, same thing. We watched Diddy get away with so much for so long. We didn't think, or a lot of people didn't think he would ever be held accountable. Because he would get caught up in, let's say, the Shine shooting in the club with Jennifer Lopez. He got out of it. Everybody was saying he had something to do with Tupac, and everybody was saying he gave this person $1 million and this happened and they had a meeting with Puff. Nothing ever happened. They didn't even think about did he do it, right? And then here come Cassie. So a lot of people thinking, here we go again, allegations on Diddy, and ain't nothing gonna happen. And what's happening? Piling on. You get lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit after indictment after indictment after indictment. So much so to the point where, oh, Diddy is cooked. Diddy is R. Kelly part 2, meaning he got away with shit for a while, and a lot of people thought, hey, he had too much money. But when they start piling on you like this, they're done with you. That means that cover that the elites put over the ones who making their money, that means that cover has been lifted. See, that cover of protection that Diddy had for so many years because he made so much money for people, and it was so much of a benefit to have the diddler on your team. Those days over with. So now that that protection is gone, this is what you get. And if you think the feds gonna spend all this money, all this time, and all this resources on someone accused of these type of crimes with minors, crimes with women, crimes with men, taking advantage of people who are trying to either just work and pay their bills. You know, he assaulting people that work for him. He assaulting, allegedly, men on the street. He had taken advantage of being in a position of power and using it to do the most trifling, nasty things. And they not letting that go, y'all. The system ain't letting that go. The system is not about to let all this stuff be known and then let a guy like him walk. Because people will lose faith in the system, especially when you're dealing with topics like trafficking women, and you're dealing with topics like conspiracy and RICO. They don't play with that shit. So to those who thought this was a game, I hope you finally waking up. And March 14th, mark my words, after March 14th, the whole internet gonna be going crazy because they are gonna drop some bombs. Because the trial starts in May. So they can't, after March 14th, they can't really drop more shit because then they risk the defense saying, hey, we ain't even have enough time to research these new allegations. So I'm guessing pretty much everything that needs to come out that they have been working on, they dropping that shit on March 14th. And after March 14th, the last few stragglers that's thinking ain't nothing gonna happen to Diddy because he got so much money. After March 14th, that shit gonna be over with. They're gonna be like, oh, this dude's done. What did he say? Let me read one of the couple of the comments. I feel because he statement he made, he said he had to go get cheesecake for a high profile celebrity. We heard that before. Yep. And that was Beyonce when he sent making a band or whatever. When he sent them to get cheesecake, they were getting it for Beyonce. But we about to go into these numerous. How many did I say it was? Let me look it up. 43 civil lawsuits. I'm gonna cherry pick a couple of them and let you know the ones that I think we need to pay attention to and that might be in this March 14th. But before we get to that, I gotta shout out the people that make this possible, y'all. The subscribers. See, when you're a truth teller, you see they banned me on TikTok. When you're a truth teller, the only power you have is the power of the people. And so if you enjoying this straight, edgy, straight to the point, putting out news that other people won't put out, swearing and giving it to you straight, you only enjoying that because we got subscribers and we gonna continue to have subscribers, because the minute a podcaster or a YouTuber has to depend on corporate dollars, the show gonna change. Not just me, this is the game. So sometimes when you watching your favorite person and then they kind of blow up or whatever, and then you start saying, wow, they're not the same, or the show changed. It's because they gotta eat, y'all. And if the only person feeding them is some big corporation, well, they're not gonna want to tie their corporation shit to somebody swearing or somebody who talking about Diddy or giving you shit. So guess what we have to do? We have to subscribe. Even if it's $3, I subscribe to the people I listen to. Because if we don't do that, we can't complain when the show changes. If you wake up one day and I can't swear and I got to just talk about basketball, hey, that's because I had to take corporate dollars. So the subscribers, whether you subscribe or not, we all have to appreciate and thank the people who do subscribe because they keep the lights on with this show. Because the minute I have to take money from McDonald's because they want me to promote their stuff, now I can't come on here cussing. I can't come on here talking about Diddy. I got to come on here talking about fluff stuff that don't mean nothing. So that's why I show so much love to the subscribers and why I try to explain to you. I don't just ask for your money. I explain to you exactly what we doing. Ain't no secrets over here. We need subscribers so we can keep telling this shit like it is and keep our own platform to talk our shit. So anyway, let me thank first to 2 subscribers of the day. We got 2 today. First subscriber is going to be Dreo. Subscriber of the day is Dreo. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but Dreo, you deserve a round of applause. You get it, and I really appreciate it. We are 6 away now from our goal this week. So please, y'all, even if it's $3, subscribe. The link is in the chat. And also the subscription link is in your notes on your podcast. Subscribe so we can keep coming on here and talking our shit. And we ain't got to worry about what nobody tell us we can and can't say. That is the reason for subscribing. I give you exclusive content, exclusive deep dives, and also lunch with flow, all kind of stuff. One thing about me, y'all know I work hard as hell, so I don't care. You're going to always get way more content than you subscribe for because I like to do it. And I got a good team behind me. And when I say team, I'm talking about you listening. I'm talking about you watching. I'm talking about everybody that follow me on social media. I appreciate every last one of y'all. I don't even know how this happened, but it happened. So Dreo, and also the subscriber of the day, number 1 champion, is the first honorary member of the Flow Club in the morning. She grabbed her Floppuccino the first day of the video content. So she is a very special subscriber. So let's shout out Shauna, sounds like Donna Johnson. Shauna Johnson. Clap it up for Shauna Johnson. Everybody give it up for Shauna Johnson for subscribing, keeping the lights on the Flow Show No Filter. And as long as y'all keep subscribing and we building our own thing, I can continue to come in here and drop F-bombs and tell y'all what exactly going on. Because that article I just read, y'all, this is something else I wanted to tell y'all. That article I just read to y'all, that's on allhiphop.com. That is the number 1 source in hip hop, and it's been that way since I was damn near a kid, I believe. All hip hop goes back a long way. But what's funny to me is nobody else covered that. And if you've been paying attention, they've been covering the lawsuits, but I don't know if it's because Diddy been sending out all these cease and desist letters, or is Diddy paying some of these media outlets, but they are not covering this shit like they were. Like that news I just broke to y'all, that news should have been on everybody. That should have been on TMZ. That should have been on New York Times, New York Post, Associated Press. That shit is only on All Hip Hop. And so I'm starting to pay attention to this media outlets, and I hope y'all are too. Because everybody got a price. And when they stop covering shit that's should be covered, it's a reason. So we're going to keep rocking with our thing. Please keep subscribing. I understand this economy is crazy. $3 ain't as easy to come by as it used to be. But if you have it, please subscribe to the podcast. I greatly appreciate it. And I will continue to be getting my ass up early as hell in the morning and giving y'all the stories and the news. Because like I said, this, for example, is a good example. Nobody else covering this shit. And this is like huge news in the Diddy case. So let's get into these 43 We ain't gonna cover all 43, but there are 43 ongoing civil cases. And in these 43 cases, a good portion of them, I believe, are gonna show up in this superseding indictment, the allegations, the RICO, whatever they're calling this March 14th court date. I believe a lot of these civil lawsuits have witnesses that will come up. So, you got the Cassie. We all know about that one. We got the Joy Dickerson lawsuit that came in a week after Cassie's. And Jordan Dickerson Neal claimed she was drugged and sexually assaulted by Diddy when she was a college student at Syracuse University. Now, we can eliminate that one because they're saying that this happened in 1991. I don't believe the feds are going back that far. December 6th, Jane Doe accused Diddy of gang rape. A fourth woman sued Diddy for allegedly participating in gang rape when she was only 17 years old. Now, this happened in 2003. She could be a witness. Then we got producer Little Rod. Little Rod was the producer who said, if you saw him on the documentary, or if you remember, he was the next big lawsuit after Cassie that everybody was talking about. He was a producer that was promised fortune and fame by Diddy, and next thing you know, Diddy was in the bathroom naked doing meetings with all the crew and making them, instead of just making beats and producing, they had to go out, allegedly, they had to go out, go to the club, find women, traffic women or whatever, and bring them back to Diddy instead of just making beats. I believe Lil Rod will definitely be a witness. We got the model, Crystal McKinney, sued Diddy. Now, McKinney also claimed she met Diddy in 2003, where he drugged her and sexually assaulted her. She says Diddy forced her to perform oral sex on him, allegedly. She could possibly be somewhere in the witnesses because her case is recent. We got Adria English. Now, this is the one where everybody kind of like, I don't know, but it's still a lawsuit. And she says that Diddy groomed her into having sex with guests at Diddy's parties. Adria English also said she was forced to have sex with a famous jeweler. If y'all remember, Jacob the jeweler. And was also paid an additional $1,000 for bonus. Now, who knows? That was found out to be shaky. So I will put her on the list of maybe not, probably not, though. Then we go on. We got Derek Lee claimed Diddy provided him with the drink. And next thing you know, he was SA'd. And this was back in the 90s. So we can eliminate that. You got Dawn Richardson. Dawn Richardson is the member of Danity Kane. If you remember, Dawn Richardson and D Woods both have spoke out along with Aubrey and the rest of the girls. But Dawn Richardson could possibly be a witness or one of those 50 witnesses because she saw a lot. She was harassed and according to her, sexually harassed and all type of stuff that Diddy did to her. She could possibly be 50 witnesses. So many people. But if you look at all this, any of the cases that happened within the past 20 years, where it would have been like 2004, or even some of them could go back to 2000. So you could say really from 2000 to now, but really, like, you know, for sure, to 2024 to now, any one of those cases could be people who are potentially witnesses for this March 14th date. Oh yeah, this shit is heating up, y'all. We got John Doe, who sued Diddy on October 20th for allegedly sexually assaulting him at a Ciroc party in Los Angeles around 2022. Listen to these allegations. The plaintiff, a businessman, claims he worked with Diddy through his luxury rental car business. Around 2022, Diddy invited him to a Ciroc party in Los Angeles. During the event, Diddy allegedly lured the plaintiff to a private office where he drunkenly began trying to remove accusers' clothes and his own clothes. Diddy allegedly aggressively grabbed the accuser's genitals, and an unnamed professional athlete interrupted the incident, and the plaintiff was able to escape. Did you hear that? An unnamed professional athlete interrupted the incident, and the plaintiff was able to escape. This unnamed professional athlete could quite possibly be one of the 50 witnesses. Because in this particular lawsuit, this happened in 2022. This is only a couple years ago, right? And in this lawsuit, a person has tied a professional athlete to this shit. So if 9 times out of 10, you bring in somebody else, especially a professional, into the mix who don't need the money, that gives your story some validity. So that John Doe incident from October 20th, 2022 is something I'm going to deep dive and break down on my sub-only content. I'm giving you a skinny of what I'll be deep diving on this week. Because if you can dissect the different lawsuits, you got a good idea of who the fuck gonna be in these 50 witnesses. It's not really hard. There are so many, like I said, there are 43, and not only are there these 43, but I took notes from my source in that article. Also, they are saying that there are at least 10 more of these nasty ass lawsuits coming. And I think they're expected to come by that date of March 14th. And if you wanna look into these cases and some of these cases in their entirety, the Double XL magazine has an excellent breakdown. It's called an ongoing complete list of the 43 civil lawsuits and shocking allegations against Diddy. Check that article out if you have time. It's a lot of info in there. I'm just giving you the information that I believe is relevant to what we got going on with this new Diddy, with this Diddy shit. Also, October 14th, another John Doe filed a lawsuit against Diddy claiming he was drugged and sexually assaulted by Puff and multiple men. Allegations. John Doe claims he attended a Diddy party in October 2021. After drinking one drink he became disoriented. The man claims the next thing he remembered is he was paralyzed in a bedroom and at least 3 men were sexually assaulting him. The plaintiff claims to distinctly remember seeing Diddy naked above him during the incident. October 14th, another John Doe sued Diddy for sexual assault that allegedly happened when the accuser was 16. You know the age where we most of us get our driver's license? It was that age. Now, this John Doe claims he attended one of Puff's white parties in the Hamptons. Now, this was in 1998. So, like, this will be one that I feel like the feds aren't going to get into. But check it out. It's still evidence. It's still evidence of a pattern. This John Doe claims he attended one of Puff's white parties in the Hamptons in 1998. The complainant claims Diddy took an interest in him and took him to a separate room where Diddy allegedly tried to woo the teen by telling him he would make him a star. Diddy allegedly ordered the teen to drop his pants so the music mogul could inspect his genitals while questioning, do you want to break into the music business? John Doe claims he conceded and Diddy allegedly fondled the teen's genitals. October 14th, another Jane Doe sued Diddy for an alleged rape in 2004, where the disgraced music producer is accused of raping and threatening to kill her and her friend. Look at the date on this. 2004, which means this is relevant. Jane Doe, who says she was 19 years old and attending college in Brooklyn at the time of the incident, claims she and her friend were invited to a photo shoot for Diddy's group, The Band. This was the Making the Band era. Doe claims Diddy invited her and her friend to an exclusive after party at a New York hotel. At the party, the duo was escorted to a side room where Diddy was allegedly waiting. Diddy allegedly offered the woman cocaine before demanding that Doe's friend go down on him and threatened to kill them both if she didn't. Allegedly, but Diddy, come on, man. You are threatening, allegedly, you are threatening to kill somebody if they don't suck you. Wow. Okay, let's keep going. Diddy allegedly Diddy allegedly Diddy's friend allegedly complied, after which Diddy supposedly forced himself on Doe and sexually assaulted her. Lot of cases, y'all. And a lot of them are new. October 20th, another John Doe and Diddy sued Diddy for allegedly sexually assaulting him as well. October 20th, another one. The list goes on and on. And see, the problem is this is new. A lot of these are new. A lot of these, people want to speak on the old ones, but a lot of these are like 2022, 2018, 2019. Like this John Doe, who says they claim that they met Diddy in 2019 at Marquee nightclub in New York City. I'm sure y'all know about that nightclub, where he was later invited to an after party by a member of Diddy's security. If Diddy invites y'all to an after party, I'm going to just tell y'all right now, don't go. And don't take a drink. So it goes on to say the person claims he ingested half of a drink. He was given this drink by Diddy at the party before he and about 10 others were ushered into the suite's bedroom. The accuser claims he began feeling the effects of the drink, which made the room start spinning, to which Diddy claimed, okay, now he's ready to party. Nasty motherfucker. Doe claims he lost consciousness and woke up on his stomach as Diddy was sodomizing him and two people were nearby recording. Allegedly. Doe lost consciousness again and woke up the next morning where he was handed $2,500 and kicked to the curb by a member of Diddy's security. Let's not forget about on December 12th, about the John Doe who sued Diddy for allegedly drugging and raping him at a party in New York in 2020. This is around the summer of 2020. The plaintiff claims that they traveled from Florida to New York to attend a party at Diddy's home. The accuser claims he was given a spiked drink that made him go in and out of consciousness. While in that drug state, the accuser claims he was hit from the back, by Diddy and his associates. The plaintiff woke up the next day with pain in his behind and he vacated the home. Y'all remember LaTroya Grayson? On December 20th, LaTroya Grayson sued Diddy for allegedly being raped at one of the Music Moguls party in 2006. Now, what happened in 2006? Well, Grayson claims she attended a New York white party hosted by Diddy in 2006 after she and her sibling won tickets to the event through a radio promotion. She claims she drank 2 alcoholic beverages that made her pass out, during which time she was sexually assaulted. She woke up in the hospital with torn and missing clothes. Grayson is suing Diddy despite admittedly not knowing who assaulted her and never seeing or speaking to the music mogul at the event. She just knows she went to that event and got whatever. It's just trifling, y'all. But like I said, the day is coming. March 14th, mark your calendar. That will probably be the biggest day in this case since the day Diddy was arrested. If you remember that day when Diddy was finally arrested, when Diddy was finally arrested, y'all remember that took the fucking whole internet over, hijacked the internet for about a month. And we've had stuff that happened in between there, but nothing as big as that. But this March 14th date, if they expose all 50 of these witnesses or some of the witnesses and they bring up the new allegations and it will all be said, it's all going to come to a head. Watch what I tell y'all. March 14th, everybody going to be going crazy and everybody going to be like, damn, I didn't know it was this serious. Yeah, it's this serious. And I don't like it. So yeah, y'all, to the subscribers out there, or just to everybody, not even just the subscribers, if you can do me a favor, send me, I want to do a deep dive. If there's anything that pertaining to the Diddy case or just the downfall of Hollywood in general that you want me to take a deep dive on, I'm gonna do something this weekend. Send me your suggestions. You can send them in the fan mail. Those are the ones I could kind of see easier because they pop up right in my email. But you can also DM me on my social media pages and let me know what you want to hear or what you want to deep dive on. But as I told y'all, something big was coming and it came. I know Diddy, too bad, so sad, but it is what it is. And I'm going to leave it right there for my Apple and Spotify listeners. As always, I love y'all and I'm out. go. Another one in the books for the breakfast crew. Y'all are always been amazing. Y'all know I love reading y'all little sideline conversations in the chat because y'all know I got a crazy brain. I can read. I can read what I'm reading. I can think about what I want to say, and I can pay attention to what y'all saying in the chat all at the same time. I don't know why God gave me that gift, but it comes in handy because y'all entertain me while I'm doing this because I read every single thing y'all saying while I'm doing all this. So I love y'all and the Flo Pacino. I hope y'all Flo Pacino. Hope y'all finished it. To those that want to join us at lunch, y'all know at lunch we're gonna let our hair down and talk more shit. But as always, we are here 7:30 a.m. sharp. Y'all know I don't play about my time. And 12 noon. We get to let our hair down and do what we do. Make sure you like the live, share the live. And I know a lot of people looking for me on TikTok and all these places. Let them know where to come, where they want to get, when they want to get that flow and get that Mr. I don't like it. Y'all be good. I'm out. Let's fill up the chat with the I'm out. Y'all know that's our famous thing. I'm gone. Like it, share it. I'm out.